Hello guys, how are you? Um, this is Orlak here. It's just a beautiful Sunday morning. Not that beautiful actually. It's rainy, kind of cold here in Portugal, but still it's a Sunday morning, so it's peaceful, right? So today we are talking about how to attack B. I just woke up. It's like first thing in the morning, and we will start recording. So yeah, my voice is a little bit cracky, like always. But I really needed to make this video because of some people on my stream that had a lot of difficulties, attacking B and lurking in B. So this video is going to cover a little bit of, all those important things that you can do around this place on Mirage. This is actually a very important position, in my opinion. It's not as important as getting mid control, obviously, but lurking B, it's many times can, open rounds, because if you are losing and stuff, you are on a 3v4 situation, you can provoke the 1v1 contact and something like that. If you know how to have presence in B, you will probably just make the short guy play close to B2, and that helps a lot. That helps your teammates roll a lot while working on mid. So it's kind of an important place. First of all, I have to excuse myself because of one thing. Rock just gave me a mechanical keyboard. I never had one, and it makes a little bit of noise. I'm recording with OBS Studio, and it still has a little bit of problems on the microphone sensibility or something department. So I hope you can bear this, and my movements are not good at all because it's like the first time I touched this keyboard. I just used it once, but I didn't play that day on stream. So yeah, I hope everything goes well. Anyway, we are going to cover a lot of different things. So for starters, we are going to talk about anti-push on underpass, when you are here alone, how you should behave. Okay, because just going B and not caring about CTs pushing on underpass, it's really bad. How to lurk with presence, so give you a little bit of utility for you to make presence on the B house without getting killed by AWPs, without losing 1v1s, some things that protect you and make your presence easy, and safe. We're going to talk about a couple of smokes that you can use when you're playing matchmaking with, pre-mades and stuff. Those smokes are good, and flashes too, so to go be with your team, not just lurking. We are going to show you a flash that I really consider very, very important. It's really easy to do, and it's very important, and you can do it on pre-mates. And if you see the best teams in the world, all of them put a similar flash to the one I'm going to show you. We're going to talk about the behavior on how to, get inside B, to just go from B house into B bomb site. And we'll talk a little bit about the afterplant basics, because the afterplant in B, it's kind of easy, but you need to respect some things in terms of aggressiveness. Okay, so for starters, anti-underpass push. So if you have a good spawn, you can just come running and flash. Okay, Jesus, I missed it. We started good. As you can see, it's my movement, man. It's just insane. I always flash like this. Not like this, but like this, Forest has a better one, something like this, but I missed it so many times. So basically, if you have a good spawn, I just use this one. It just gave me a lot of kills. Okay, normally it works wonders, and it's not that easy to turn around from it. And basically, it just counters the underpass push. Okay, you just need to understand that my behavior is important, because turning around it's important, because they will flash too. You understand? So if you turn around until your flash blows off, you will prevent their flash from exploding. If you listen from flashing you, if you listen to their flash popping up, you just turn and you kill him. Okay, and you will probably be blind with yours. So it's pretty easy. Okay, but you need to have a good spawn for it. You need to understand that for CTs to do that play, they normally spawn right here. Okay, so always put that into consideration. The guy running underpass, he has the best spawn in the team, on the CT team. And if you're countering that play, you may not have the best spawn. So if you don't have the best spawn, you just wait for him and pre-fire him. That's what I do. Okay, That's basically what I do. You can hang here and stuff, but I really don't like it because they can actually push B, and if you're here alone, it can be tricky. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to consider while taking care of the underpass push. You need to take care of your flash and not miss it like I did, and you need to think about your spawn. Okay, just behave accordingly to your spawn. So the second thing I would like to talk to you about, it's how to lurk in B with presence. Okay, I'm just going to show you one flash, one molly, and one smoke that are pretty good if you want to make yourself noticeable on B, but you want to play it safe. Okay, you don't want to provoke a 1v1 that early. Okay, and you, especially when you don't control if they are pushing with a couple of guys, they could be, right, or if they have AWP. So the first thing I like to use is the smoke. Okay, the smoke is something like this. Okay, so basically you just go through this window and you put it right there, from here to here, you know, and the smoke just blows right on the middle. You know, it closes this balcony area, and it is really good for you to get apartments control. Apartments are on A, right? B house control. So the other thing I would like to show, it's the flash. I normally flash with one step. Okay, this flash is pretty cool. It's not that much of a pop flash if the guy is over here, but if the guy is over there still and you didn't smoke or something, it can flash him, you know, and it's pretty good for you to take control of this. If he's playing with op, with AWP over here or on the barrels, he will be blind. All right, so this is a very good flash for you to protect yourself. And even if the guy is pushing apartments, it will make him, you know, just turn around and stuff. If you have a good timing, he won't be able to kill you just with good crosshair placement or anything. All right, just make sure you put the flash correctly and you open with double step. Okay, so basically another important thing is the Molotov, obviously. Okay, I like to molly on the center because I don't like the CT to stand on that side. Many of you guys just molly to the right side, which I understand because you are very afraid of this guy right here. But normally this position over here is getting into fashion, so you better just molly to the center. You can molly a little bit more to the right, you know. No, this was a really bad one. No, it wasn't. Yeah, see, everything is burning, so it's basically what you need to do. All right, so in terms of smokes for your team, let me just show you a couple of smokes. This is regular. I'm just going to show you 3 smokes. You can use them on your premates, you know, with your premates attacking. This is the first one. It's just right here on this board right here, and you just put it right there. You throw it, and this goes into forest, right? So just close forest position. It's a pretty good smoke. It's a standard one. Most of you guys already know how to use it, but many of you guys forget that you can use it. Okay, so this is the first one I like to use. You have one that called Zero loves to use. It's not that it's not that important in my opinion, unless you are playing with your team or something. You just, you know, line yourself with this lamp over here and you put it right there. I'll show you how, you know, it's the skybox and it closes this side of Edward pillar. Obviously you need to check that angle, but you will always need to check this angle too. The thing about this smoke is it makes the counter-terrorist play from this side only, so it's more predictable, and the repeats and the stuff like that, it's just harder for him to do. You understand? It's just easier to kill him because you leave him less options in terms of mobility. And you get protected from that side, which is pretty strong to get some dinks here, you know, just take off your helmets and leave you with 19 HP or something. So this is a smoke that you can also use when attacking with premates on matchmaking or face it or something. And the last smoke I would like to show you, I think it's right here. Okay, so you just put it here and you just go for this wood over here and in the middle of the air conditioner right here, I think. Okay, this is a planting smoke, so if you're playing with tech dines or something, you can use this to plant. Okay, the thing about this smoke is that it leaves no gap, so you can plant over here. okay? If one guy is playing backside or something, he listens to you plant, he will always shoot over there, right? And it will give you some seconds for you to plant correctly. As I showed you from here, it doesn't give, it doesn't let any gaps. So it's a planting smoke. So when you're playing with Tech 9s or something and you have a smoke to bring, just make sure you put that smoke. It will make your plant easier. And planting is very good for your economy, as you guys know. So these are just 3 basic smokes that you can use when you are going B with your partners. Okay, so in terms of the trick flash, I would like to talk to you about this flash. Some versions, I've seen many versions of this flash. It is always used when pro teams are contacting B and attacking B. So the flash that the thing about the flash is basically you need like the worst spawn, right? You have the worst spawn, your team is contacting B, and you just stay here. Okay, you see your guys going forward, you don't know what they are doing, you know, if they are going to flash, if they are going to just purely contact, it doesn't matter, you just prepare your flash yourself. Okay, so when they contact, when you listen to them, you know, running or talking on voice comm or on TeamSpeak or something, you just drop the flash. Okay, what does this flash do? Sorry, you know, I just woke up. So this flash basically blinds the guy here. He has no chance. You know, you can throw it from back. It's like I said, it has a lot of versions, but this one works. So the thing is, if he takes info or if he's looking right here or something, you will have the tendency, especially if he's playing on these positions over here, you will have the tendency to molly, you will have the tendency to grenade, you will have the tendency to flash, like I showed you on the B defense. No, don't use it like this. I was just showing you hypothetically. If you want this type of utility, you can just check the defending B on Mirage video, okay? Everything is there, at least the simple things. So this flash is really good because when your teammates contact, if the guy wants to counter flash and stuff, you will get blind. The only way you can use utilities like this, okay? Like this, you won't be blind, obviously, because the flash is going to blow up right there. But they have the tendency to play from here, to go from here, to use mollies like this, or the smoke like this, or mollies like this. You understand? So basically, this flash works wonders. If the guy that gets first contact, if the city guy, the B guy gets first contact and he gets blind 1 millisecond after, is dead, because your partners are just going to overwhelm him, right? So this flash works wonders. You just need to put the flash and run forward, and you're not baiting or anything. You had the worst spawn and you're using the worst spawn in the most efficient way. You understand? So let's talk a little bit. Jeez, my throat is even worse than I thought it would be, and my English too, but yeah. It's normal, right? So the thing is, I would like to talk about the behavior on how to get inside B. You know, most of you guys like to go from here. You know, you just rush here. Even the guys without fear. You know, the guys that don't like to bait. You know, they just look here and then you just look, and then you have this, and then you look over here and over there and backside and stuff like this, and then you need to check. Okay, well, the best way for you to get first contact in B is actually jumping. Okay, controlling this place, and then you have 2 ways to do this. You either go Edward Pillar, you know, and control this, or you go backside, okay, and control this, okay, and go to pirate area. At least that's how we call it in Portugal. I don't know if you guys call it pirate. We call this place the pirate. I really have no idea how. Well, probably it's because there's a map here. I don't know, but we call it the pirate, and basically, if you like to watch majors and watch the best teams and best players in the world play, you will see that even on the first round, you will see, for example, Astralis giving the raid boss, right, a Kevlar and a Tech 9 to Mr. Device, and he will always run to the pirate area. Okay, you need the backside control to plant. Navi does this. Navi do this with Edward. Okay, and he just goes crazy on the backside too. I've seen him, you know, getting quad kills and aces and stuff like that. It's just crazy. So basically, getting control of the backside is really important for you to secure that your plant, and it is really important on pistol rounds or on every B execute. I always say to my teammates, you're not playing with your team, understand? You're just playing with friends. But I always say, if I'm the first guy, I just say, the second guy jump window with me, okay? Because probably I will need to be traded, right? Because when you're jumping, it's not that easy to survive. But or even if I get the entry kill, I will be pretty low, obviously. And basically, this is a very important thing. So if you are the third guy, well, then you can just start controlling stuff. You know, just go here slowly, take care of this. You know, if you see the guy appears, just take info right here. You understand? If you listen to something shooting the guys that jumped and from the backside or something, then you can go and provoke the trades and get in control of van and stuff like that. Okay. In pro players, in pro player matches, you will many times see the guys that go balcony just coming here to trade. Okay. This happens a lot of times because two guys jump, and if he needs to trade, he will just come here. So don't forget that you can do this to trade from these angles over here and Edward pillar and even short, right? So basically, this is it. Okay, if you're the fourth and last guy, you just follow what is happening. The fifth guy normally just holds B, right? These angles over here, normally with the AWP or something, and the fourth guy will just. If I'm the fourth guy, I will just jump through window if there's problems, and I will just replace the third guy if he dies. You understand? Basically, this is it. You just so if two guys jump. If you're the first or the second guy, just talk to your partner and jump window, get control of Edward pillar and pirate. If you're the third guy, just play safely on balcony. Okay, let them contact, let them pull the aggro, because it's easier for them than it is for the balcony guy. And if you're the fourth guy, just react to what's happening. If the third guy died, you will replace him. If they need help jumping window, you will just see and jump yourself too. And if you're the fifth guy, normally you're the AWP, right? And you should just stay on the back. If you're on the Tech 9 buy or something, on a semi buy, quasi buy, just all B because of the flanks. All right. And basically this is it. To finish this video, we will talk about after plant basics on B. Because the level of aggression here on B when you have the bomb planted, it's really hard to measure many times, okay? So the first thing you need to understand is that you need control of backside to provoke the plant safely, right? So when you plant the bomb, you need to understand what type of aggression are you going to provoke. You need to understand one thing, which is, you all know this. The first guy rotating into here, it's the mid guy. And every single pug game, you will see the mid guy using the AWP as much as he can. You understand? So you need to consider that the first guy rotating here is going to be an AWP. So if you just play, if you forget about it, and the rotation is pretty quick. So if you forget about it, you're just running here and right here and thinking this is a good idea, well, it isn't. So going over aggro, it's really dangerous. All right. If you are on an equal situation in terms of numbers, so if you're like, for example, on a 3v3 situation with bomb planted, you shouldn't go aggro at all. Okay, just let them come out. Just let them come out and kill them. Just let the pirate guy, for example, get first contact, and when he shoots something, you just go second contact from forest or something like that. Don't give the AWP free peeks like this, that many people like to do. This is what the AWP wants. On a 3v3 situation, the AWP guy will want those peaks. That's what he wants, right? Because he is from here, right? Don't forget about that angle too, okay? Never stay there versus ops, all right? And the guy wants to kill you from here. If he doesn't see anything and he comes out, that's when it gets tricky for him. Because you will be on a crossfire situation, on a first, second contact that you can provoke. Even if he goes for this guy, for the pirate guy, you can just trade him. And when you trade, you can get 1 or 2 kills easily, because the pirate guy will get all the aggro, right? So just think about the numbers, all right? And do not forget about the AWP rotation, all right? And basically this is it, guys. We covered a lot of things, so I hope you understood well how to lurk when you're alone, how to do the anti-push, some smokes, the trick flash, how to get inside B in terms of behavior, in terms of spawns, and basically how to protect that bomb plant. Because if you plant on B and you lose, it's because you're doing something wrong. Okay, guys? So for me, I'm out, and I hope you like this video. I see you next one. Okay, bye bye.